beautiful humans, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. That feels so weird to say, but this year my goal was to get back into doing YouTube, and then with the whole TikTok ban that happened, I was like, okay, this is my sign. We got to do it. Of course, TikTok came right back, but you know what? I was like, we still got to stick to our goals. Let's do it. So, January was just a crazy month all the way around. I'm sure we can all relate to that. But here we are, better late than never, right? So, in the year 2024, my New Year's resolution was to begin journaling again. As a kid, journaling is something that I loved to do. I spent all my time just writing down what happened in my day, all my feelings. I spent so much time making each page look beautiful and just very intentional. I would draw pictures to go with each passage, and it was truly just like my passion and something that I just spent all my time doing. But as I became a teenager, parents began to read my diary, and it's just something that slowly dwindled out of my life, understandably so. But now, as an adult with free will and a little more privacy, I was like, you know what? We got to get back into it. We got to do that again. I see so many people like junk journaling and showing off their cute little journals on TikTok, and it was just very inspiring for me. So, in the year 2024, I am proud to say I did fill up an entire journal. This was so healing to my inner child. This is something that I looked forward to doing almost every single day, and I just loved doing it so much that, of course, this year we're going to do it again.
No!
So, as a little reward to myself for completing a whole journal, I did treat myself to a little junk journal shopping spree. I bought a new journal as well as a bunch of cute little supplies and crafts and stuff. I know there is a huge controversy online about like what actually is junk journaling, and you should only be using junk. If not, it's not considered junk journaling. But truly, I believe that the junk is what comes out of your head. It's all your emotions, it's your creativity, it's just you pouring your heart out into a blank page. I am a firm believer of in art, the rules are there are no rules. Just have fun and let your intuition guide you. So let's jump into this junk journal haul, and then we can use some of those supplies to decorate my new journal together and create a cover page.
So for starters, I did get a new journal. Obviously, you can't journal without a journal, duh. I went with this beautiful lilac color this year, and I did get a lined journal. Your girl needs lines, okay? I cannot write straight to save my life. Not me turning to page 111, like, okay, you little magical being. So yeah, I did get this purple one, and then I also got this green one because I just couldn't decide which one I wanted to use. But I think I am going to go with the purple. I did already decorate the green one, but I think I'm going to save that for either my next journal or use it for something else. As you can see, I decorated this one with like earthy vibes, and I'm obsessed with it. Next, I found these pens at the dollar store. You guys, they work so good. I have a bunch of the Sakura Jelly Roll pens, and honestly, these are so similar. And then I got a bunch of stickers from Shein. Honestly, Shein is where it's at for journal supplies, you guys. Super affordable and good quality. I got those cute little frogs for all my yogis. I got this cute little yoga set. Just great for like journaling when you master a new pose or something like that. I found this cute little hippie colorful sticker set, and honestly I think these are like my favorite ones. They're just so cute and so detailed. And then of course we're healing my inner child with the Winx Club and some cute little holographic butterflies. I also got this little pack of like little mandalas and little like hippie spiritual symbols and cute things like that. And I always get the notebooks that have like the little ribbons attached to them as like a bookmark, but I do like to fill them up with beads and just make them look like cute little hanging charms. So I got some new beads, and then you guys, I got the HP sprocket finally. Obviously I had to go with the purple, but I am just so excited to fill up my new journal with actual good quality photographs and not just have to print off my crappy printer.
All right, you guys. So we're here in my little babe cave. I do have my own room in my house. That's kind of like my walk-in closet slash like spiritual practice room. slash art studio. So at the end of every single night, this is where I come. I just sit on my floor and surround myself with all my arts and crafts, and this is where I journal. I do sometimes like to go to my kitchen table. It's just a little bit more comfortable, but I have accumulated so many supplies that it takes me like 20 trips to take them all to the table, and then of course 20 trips to bring it all back. Ain't nobody got time for that. Most of the time this is where it is, and this is just what works for now. But one thing on my wish list, I do want to eventually get one of these little craft carts. I don't know really what they're called, but they do sell them at like the art stores where I can just organize all my supplies in one place and just kind of pull them from there and not have them spread all over my whole bedroom floor. That would be great. And then another thing that I'm manifesting is the perfect vintage desk. That way I do have a tabletop up in my room that I can just make like the biggest mess and bring out all my supplies and once again be able to walk in this room one day. So yeah, those are two things I still have on my wish list. They'll come to me when the time is right, but for now, this is what works for me. And also, I just want a preference that you do not have to spend a bunch of money in order to be a journal girly, okay? This little haul was just a treat to myself. Doesn't happen very often, and everything was fairly affordable besides my HB sprocket, which I don't even want to talk about that. But anyways, most of the supplies that I do use is considered junk. If it's cute and colorful and I can use it as decoration later, I'm keeping it. So just a friendly reminder, you don't have to spend a bunch of money and you don't have to have all the art supplies in order to make your journal cute. You can use photographs, talk to your friends and family, ask them if they have any old magazines or old books that they don't use. You can head to your local thrift store. Literally get creative with it, girl, because the possibilities are endless, okay? So now for my favorite part, personalizing your journal. So with personalizing your journal or decorating your journal, you can get as creative or as uncreative as you want. You can literally just buy a journal in any color you want and call it a day. No judgments if you want to be boring. Or you can literally just put stickers all over it like the TikTok girlies do. That's what I'm going to do this time because I feel like it. You can just literally let your imagination run free. I have this notebook here which I painted myself. I painted the front, I painted the side, and I painted the back. And it's so cute and I love it so much. So if you are like a little art girly like me, you can do something like that. Or you can just literally go to any store like Target or whatever and go down the notebook aisle and just find something that speaks to you. Girl, there is no right or wrong answer. You can do whatever you want when it comes to journaling. So yeah, let's get to decorating.
So remember during my haul when I told you that I like to put beads on the little ribbons that come with my notebooks? Well, this is what I was talking about, and the way that I do it is I just get this little piece of wire and I kind of like makeshift like this little thingy thing that just makes it so much easier to slide the beads into. And just make sure you're being careful because I literally stabbed myself with this wire. I swear I can hurt myself in my sleep. I'm just very accident prone and I just don't get it. Like, how does this even happen? So anyways, you just grab your beads. You're going to very so carefully slide them up the ribbon. And I just did this very intuitively with no rhyme or reason whatsoever. This basically just transforms a little bookmark into a cute little charm that hangs on the side of your notebook. And girl, you cannot say I didn't put blood, sweat, and tears into this notebook because I was literally bleeding out everywhere, all over the notebook. So once you've finished applying your beads, you can just go ahead and tie a little knot and make sure it's good and secure so that the beads don't fall through. And then you're all done and you have the cutest notebook in the whole wide world.
I did have to finish my journal off camera just because, for one, when I was trying to peel all the stickers, I completely chipped all my nail polish and it was just bugging me so much. And then for two, clearly, as you guys all saw, I was like bleeding out all over the place. So yeah, we had to go take care of a few things, but we're back. The notebook is done, and I just wanted to show you guys how cute it is. So I was going for like fairy cottagecore vibes, and I truly feel like this is everything I envisioned and more. I am so obsessed with it. I did finish the other beaded charm over here, and I added a little cowrie shell on the bottom. Like, look at how cute that is. And then also I just put a couple more stickers in the front. I put these little like pink glittery stars. I put these little like pearls, and then these little like flower rhinestones. It's perfect. Okay, now this part is going to sound a little crazy, but before I ever write in my journal, I do go ahead and I cleanse the journal first. I know that sounds really weird, like, okay, Tanya, like this is a journal, it's not a living thing that holds energy, but this is something that I really, truly pour all my energy into. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it. But if you are like me and you believe that energy does not die, it just kind of transforms. And if you think about it, this was once a living tree. So there you go.
I first go in with Palo Santo. Palo Santo is a natural cleanser, but also does promote creativity. And that is one intention that I do have with this notebook, just to be able to express my creativity to the fullest. And next, I do go in with lavender incense. Lavender does promote calm and relaxation, but also does eliminate negative energy, which is another intention that I have with this notebook. And the paper holds onto the scent so well, so even weeks and months after you come back to your journal, you can still get those creative and calming energies released all over again. Yeah, this step might seem a little extra, but it's something that you definitely won't regret doing.
The next day.
So now that the notebook is decorated and has a beautiful cover, we're going to do what is arguably the scariest part of a journal, starting the first page. So I did see, I believe on TikTok, might have been Instagram, but someone put directed by and their name for the front cover. And I thought that was so cute because I'm a movie lover. So I think that is just really, really cute. But then I had another brilliant idea of like making it like a magazine cover. So basically it would be a picture of myself with like a title and then like little captions that kind of describe like my life or what is going to be shown in the notebook. So I did go onto Canva and I created kind of like a magazine cover, and I want to show you guys how cute it came out. So my title is going to be Diaries of an Earth Angel, and I can just cut this out. And then I have a bunch of little captions that I'm going to put around a picture of myself. And I spent a long time coming up with these captions. Let me know if you think they're cute. I try to make them like witchy lifestyle type things. So one of them says, a day in the life of a witchy woman. That took me so long to come up with, you guys. The other one says, okay, these are kind of cheesy, I feel like. I'm kind of embarrassed. Okay. Seriously. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she's powered by magical plants. I think that's cute. It's kind of cheesy, but it's like a magazine cover, like Cover Girl. You get it, right? This one says existing, learning, and growing. This one says how to glamorize your life. And then one thing about me, if there's a word 2 or the word 4, I always put angel numbers. So I put the little angel numbers on there. How to glamorize your life. And then the other one says, living life is a love spell. And then I put like the little evil eye and some hearts. And I'm going to basically, like I said, cut these out and put them around with some cute paper, a picture of myself, you know, make it all cutesy. So let's get into it, yeah.
Don't judge me, okay? All my stickers, all my washi tapes, all my paper scraps, pens, more pens.
I know it's really not that serious, but for me, it's like really, really, really serious. It's like if my front page is not perfect, it's got to be perfect. So peacocks are my favorite animal. So I got this really cute like little peacock print paper. I kind of want to do that, but I can't decide which page to use. Like this one was my initial idea. It's just really, really cutesy. But then This is really cute too. But then this might get covered up by the words, so I could save that for another time. And this one's kind of like greens and yellows, and this one's kind of like blues and pinks. So like, help. So after meditating on it for like about 20 hours, I think we're gonna go with the pink and blue kind of peacock feather page, because the pink and the purpley kind of goes with the front cover of the notebook, and then it also matches this. My dad works with horses, and at the ranch where he works at, there is a million like wild peacocks, and every time I go, I just kind of walk around and pick up the peacock feathers that have been shedded all over the floor. So yes, they are ethically sourced. I have a whole bunch on display in my room, but I did go ahead and grab one that I think is small enough that can fit into the journal, and maybe we can try to incorporate this into the spread as well. So all my little magazine captions are all cut out now. You know what time it is. So I'll be right back. I need to go through my camera roll, try to find a cute selfie of me, and then print it out. All right, you guys, and now for the grand reveal. Ah, she is so cute. I am so obsessed with it. I'm in love, and it's definitely giving the fairy whimsy vibes that I was looking to give. Okay, so now that we're done with the most important parts, the cover, the first page, and cleansing your journal, it's time to get started on the inside. So I wanted to give you guys a little flip through of my journal and the prompts that I've done so far, in case you guys are ever in a blockage or just looking for a new creative idea. So after my lovely little first page that we just did together, I do have my table of contents. Look at how cute she is. And then I left an extra page for additional table of contents. And then I did start it off with a little about me page. I drew a little self-portrait of myself here. And then I also just shot off a million little arrows with all of my favorite things that I can think of off the top of my head. And so yeah, this is the first page. And then for the next page, I did a little magazine cutout of my baby Stevie Nicks.
And then next to that, I did just all of the full moons of this year. So I have like a little reference page at the beginning of my journal, and it's something that I actually do come to check a lot. And then over here, I have my 2025 New Year's resolutions or goals, whatever you want to call them. And then I have this little piece of paper here that it smells so good. I actually tea stained it myself, and it smells like cinnamon. So good. And then, yeah, there you go. And then over here, this is probably my favorite page. I have my daily affirmations. I started the year off extremely sick, so I was drinking tea like there is no tomorrow. So I wanted to find a way to use all my little tea packages in a cute way. So I made them into like little envelopes here, and I just filled them up with all of my favorite affirmations. And I always just come to this page and just pull out all the little affirmations and just take a moment and say them to myself and meditate and all that. So yeah, this is just another little cute idea, and I just love this page so much. And then next, I do have this page over here, which at the beginning of the year, I did pull a tarot card for myself, and then I chose a crystal of the year, which signifies the energy that I want to manifest this year and stuff. So I got the Fool when I did my tarot reading for myself, and then I chose the Citrine, so I made a little spread about that. And then this year is Year of the Snake, so I painted this little snake. I cut out some velvet, and I just made a cute little page about that. I was really in my creative game when I did this, you guys. Look at that. I'm like really proud of this page. And then I made like a little secret hidden message. So you pull this out, and it just has like a little envelope that has all of the details about like what Year of the Snake means and stuff like that. But I just love how it's just kind of like a little hidden message. It just kind of blends in. And then next, I just put some pictures down of some of the flowers that my husband has gotten me this year. He got me some flowers in January, and then some flowers in February, and then I dried some of the flowers from those bouquets. He didn't get me any flowers in March, which is like so rude. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get a divorce. And then on the next page, I have my TBR list. So this year my goal is to read 12 books. I put 12 of the books that I'm planning on reading, and then I made a little checklist over here so I can mark down the books as I go. I'm almost done with my second one, so we're not doing too bad, but we're not doing too great. Oh, and next we have a diary entry, which you guys will never see. This one is actually my favorite page. As you guys can tell from my previous video, I just love food, and I really focus on eating clean and healthy food that nourishes like the body and stuff. So I made a little collage of just like my food inspiration mood board, foods that I've eaten this year and things like that, and I absolutely love this one. I just think it's so cute. Yeah, that's about all I'm willing to show. So yeah, I hope you guys found that inspirational or whatever. You can literally make a journal spread about anything. I also made a couple of really cute bookmarks, which I want to show you guys. So this is just a box of incense. I just kind of cut it out once I was done with it. So this is the rose incense. And then I made this little bookmark of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I am obsessed with Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That was like my favorite show like all throughout middle school. And I'm like rewatching it right now, and it's like truly like triggering something inside of my body that's just like I've just been loving it so much. But yeah, and then I added like these cute little stringy strings, put some beads on it, and yeah, it just makes your notebook like such a cute little accessory. Like I take my journal everywhere I go, and like look at this, everywhere I go I'm just like carrying this. Like this is so cute, and it's just like it's an accessory on its own. I literally say I take this with me everywhere I go, but I literally never leave my house. I don't even remember the last time I left my house, besides like when I walked to 7-Eleven to buy a coffee because I was out of coffee. But before that, I literally don't remember. But like if I were to go out anywhere, like carrying this journal, you know, just makes me seem like so mysterious. Like, oh, I'm just a girl who journals, you know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly hope that if you're someone who has been looking to journal but doesn't know where to start, I hope that this gave you some kind of creative inspiration. Just remember that literally there are no rules to art. It's all about having fun, expressing yourself, getting to know yourself a little bit better,
and art is what you make it. There literally are no rules. Love you.